feel like they have a bit more of the cool tools, whereas Gen.G has kind of gone very standard, even back to the old safety picks such as Lissandra. You got that glacial synergy. Although TFT jokes. All right, well, we got the little animal here. Let's get the fan chants. Okay, we're back into it.
Raptors. Skipped over that camp, so there was no capture here, and it does mean that there will be less camps picked up.
We're going. It's level 1. They're not wasting any time. Flash goes in, and 3 summoners are blown there for this Sejuani. As now we're trying to set up for the bottom side. Let's see who they decide to go for. It's going to be Lahens. He's not all that tanky yet, as that was super easy to set up. Moby boots only. Right to play for
they have only 2 control wards in our jungle.
And he's only got 2 options. Either he's ganking or he's backing. He's not backing. It's a Sejuani level 6 with ultimate, right? So I would agree with you. That was a bit of a mistake. That guy doesn't have, you know, nerves. He's got nerves of steel. That's exactly who you want to build around, so I'll take your point on that one, as Chovy is definitely making his, you know, his way through this mid lane. He says, okay, nice safe pick there, buddy, but I'm not going to miss a single CS. He's at 140 at 12-16, and he's still dumpstering this very safe pick.
He got the counter pick, Valdez, and give Chovy a huge lead in terms of laning mechanics over the oldest mid laner in the LCK. Oldest starting mid laner was, of course, Faker, until Fly returned to the starting lineup. Gonna get some turret plates here. Could easily get 2 if he feels strong enough, and he probably should. Lane swap was enacted by Griffin in order to kind of try to penetrate the defenses that Gen.G was already trying to set up. And look at the CS leads here in all 3 lanes. Here's Chovy.
That was, yeah, Nico, as everything's going to go wide. Not sure about trying for that after Chovy missed his initial bind. But either way, they're going to spot Peanut down on the bottom side and start up this Rift Herald.
We need to see Griffin change their name. The GRF, Greatly Reluctant Fighters, can't happen here. It needs to be OEF, Overly Exuberant Fighters, on the side of Griffin, because the cost of getting Ruler everything he wanted was everyone else is literally broke. Everyone has pulled their money and given it to Ruler. Look at the CS lead. It's comical how much of a CS lead it is.
He had the explanation of that one, but I guess you and I are not exactly the Pokemon people. We're definitely Chovy people in this game. He is just dunking mid lane right now. Trying to hit a super fast 200 CS, and now just crested over 7,000 gold in 15 minutes.
What is the correct adjective for 40 CS win with no jungle attention and turret taking? Solo.
Solo? Is that the...
No, I'm just saying, like...
Oh,
he certainly were banned him in the laning phase.
Okay, you poor guy. Face checking the brush when you got a bunch of people up top spotting and everybody's missing. And he will be punished for that one. Griffin with another win. There's a turret taken up in the top side by Gen.G, but another Drake is going to go the way of Griffin.
Anything you can do, I can do better, especially when you have a solo lead in mid lane. Only the team help was the charge from the Rift Herald. Everything else was Chovy created in this 1v1. Understand the Lissandra pick because you're in kind of Chovy and fight, and yet all of this might not matter if Xayah hits the right item point.
Yeah. You know, you get 1 kill, you get the Frozen Thralls out, you let Xayah do her thing. You can definitely still see a team fight. Even down this amount of gold for Gen.G, where they do come back and win a couple of fights. Especially the Hens. I mean, this guy is not... And Chovy was like, no, I can't clear out that control ward. Because apparently he surfs on his weapon.
450 gold bounty for 001, Jace.
When you know you're doing something right in this system.
Flame Horizon's inevitable at this point, given how gold is being funneled onto Ruler. Feels like Lissandra's taking the bad end of every lane assignment. You're safe, but you're definitely going to have very few items. Peanut's chilling. He's now a ward. He's a ward so that Xayah can fight.
It's a big ward. And he actually got spotted there by Doran, so... That ward is going to have to reposition itself. Perhaps over here on the left side.
Must be a level 1 Sejuani.
Takes a while to get that ultimate. Okay, well, what I was talking about, you can see that Bear is not that tanky. That was just a little bit of damage, just a tiny bit of poke from Sejuani, and
yeah, not too much to comment on the game because it is very, very slow here, which gives us the thought that Gen.G will be able to find a team fight they can win. If they lose Baron control, Baron could still be the big turn here. Griffin really need to claim it. That's what they need, is to get the Baron, to stop this just being about one team fight against Sejuani and Isaiah fighting front to back. But, as it stands, we might as well start talking about other things, because the action's not there.
Wow.
Peanuts on a ward, so this could be something, but best of luck blowing up a Sejuani.
yeah. Right now, I was actually looking at an interesting stat earlier. Of champions that have above 10 games played, Sejuani has the highest win rate. It also has the highest presence currently in the LCK summer.
But
win
this
rate
is not the sort of game where that happens, though, Valdez, because it's no synergy with Sejuani, no threat of a Camille, Aurelia, all those champions we saw, as there will be another Infernal spawning. Griffin's on the back. Okay, here we go. We're trying again. It's at 10,000.
They have a nice amount of damage. That teleport, though, from the Lysandra so far away, and Peanut just gets blown up. As he was pretty good at checking, but I guess Lehens was quicker there to get on top of him. Let's see what Ruler can do. We got a TP coming in, as it is going to go the way of Griffin here. Fly not able to do much, just immediately gets bursted down. Doran with the nice stuns to follow up here, as Gen.G are just gonna get ripped to shreds. Viper going in, flashes the feathers, and will pick down another kill.
It took 27 minutes, but Griffin have done it. Starting the Baron. This is what happens if you can make the game about the Baron. The moment the Baron goes down, it doesn't really matter how many items Ruler has. You can't fight against this many threats on the side of Griffin. So really that one play around Baron, the second time they started it up, might just be the reason this game is straight up over, Valdez.
Yeah, might just come down to that. We were getting close to the, we've had games where we've had...
Unfortunately, it kind of said, all right, Rulo gets some gold, but meanwhile, mid lane was on fire. Top lane was a bit of a wash, but Tarzan had a little bit more pressure around there, and then all neutrals go the way of Griffin, as you'd expect, given that mid lane was basically a void for Chovy to do whatever he wants.
Guy's just had his run of the mid lane right now, just having a ball. As the push should end here soon, but it is a massive pull.
Viper has gone on the AP Kai'Sa side. They have Jace as well. Their siege is actually immense with just those two, because you can't itemize against a fat stack of AP harass. Remember, when you get the W evolved, the cooldown is really short. I'm spamming that down. The EQ not too short. Gen.G say, well, we've been thoroughly poked, and they give the Baron. They have to. There's no way for them to get in here.
Ping on the bottom side too. They know that they're down, as Baron is going to be given over instead of 3. Something like that. I'm just trying to think of like best case scenario out of the decision they chose.
I guess you look at it and you're like, maybe they mess up the dive, but then you're against QSS, Zhonya's, and Elise, just ability to repel. Maybe you can kill Jace on a dive, but why would he lead with his face? I think it's pretty unrealistic, but I guess they assume they'd be poked out before they even got to the Baron, so as you're saying, 2 crummy decisions, and they cast their lot, and their lot is, let's try and fight on our terms, and maybe Chovy can stop that though. He's actually crept around.
Peanut with the read, he's being scammed and knows that he can get away. Oh! Okay, that was over 50% as he's looking for it. Oh, he's sniped! Oh no! Viper from downtown gonna take out. That was 3 abilities. As Doran, trying to go 1v1, is nearly able to there. Flash coming in from Fly as he's desperately trying to do what he can, but he absolutely cannot do anything. Griffin will be able to take this game 1, most likely on this push.
We would have understood if Ruler just paused and said, really? Really? But the death recap will tell him it. The death recap is for his entire team. Griffin's going to close it here.
Yeah, pushing in. Let's add to our KDA, says Griffin, as a very slow and steady pace to game 1. But a win is a win. And Griffin will pick that one up today.
And if any team knows that Slow and Steady wins the race, it would be Gen.G, so...
Sunwin, game bài Macau đầu tiên tại Việt Nam.